Good morning, shut-ins.
Yo, 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 yo.
I think we barely made it before the end of morning. Good morning. Sorry, sorry things got off to a little bit of a late start, but my main machine kind of stopped working totally. And so I had to rebuild this whole thing on an old laptop, and we're going to see how it goes. So far, so good. Oh, and I bet I totally messed up the titles on this. Didn't I? Didn't I, everybody? No, maybe not. Maybe just partially.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh no, I actually got it. That's shocking. So, welcome everybody. We appreciate you guys being here. Good morning, Heather Marie. Good morning, Hako, Shadid, Rianne, Jason. We appreciate you guys. If you could, if you could help us out a little bit and do us a favor and share the show gracefully. Yeah, no, Jason, it's like it's messed up. I spilled coffee on my machine 6 months ago, and it was still like doing great, and now it's not doing so great, which sucks because it's like a $3,500 laptop.
It's the bootleg version right here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's working. I can see the frame rate dropping. We're going to do our best today. It might seem a little choppy once in a while, especially once we start this Zoom thing. We'll give it a shot. This laptop's like 4 or 5 years old, and it shouldn't be working this well. And I can see that it's kind of flip-flopping back and forth. It's also really trying to go too high of a data rate. I don't know why it's doing that, but what are you going to do? What's up, Jen? So we actually opened up the merch shop last night, and a few people were awesome enough to...
My bad, I'm sharing it, guys. I got to put a good caption so y'all can see. I said bootleg version today. Continue to like, comment, and share.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Do your...
With bootleg version today, sold on the corner near you. Corner of Facebook.
So, in theory, and I don't know if they'll be able to join us today, and if not, we can always reschedule everyone. Noni Goldman was going to come on at 10:30, and obviously we're like over an hour late, and so I'll message her if for some reason she's down with coming on. Then we can always do that. I guess that makes sense. So, but we appreciate all you guys coming to hang out with us.
Come and hang out the bootleg live. Disrupt America, the bootleg version.
Yeah, this is totally the bootleg version. And I don't know, none of you probably care, but...
Y'all don't give up.
I cannot believe that I rebuilt this show in like an hour on an old laptop. I had to reinstall everything and find everything and rebuild everything and then test it and make sure it works. And it's actually working right now, which is astonishing. If anyone wants to sponsor a computer, that'd be awesome. I don't have a good feeling about this other one.
Computer sponsor.
Yeah, and Hako, thank yous. I don't know why if the captions are in Korean, I don't know what to tell you.
Computer love.
But thanks to everyone who bought some merch so far, and Heather Marie Brown, being the super fan that she is, actually was the first person to buy some stuff. Jody and
Ooh.
Hako, and actually I think Jen
I seen
Wainwright
the
did.
merch.
And Jason did too.
I seen
Jason
the
did
merch.
too.
I was gonna buy something, but I was like, why would I buy something when y'all can buy it and I could just tax y'all? So look at, just understand, some of y'all gonna be getting y'all merch, some of y'all won't. And it's all varies just on taxes. So everybody contribute and we take something out and it goes towards the show. It's not y'all fault. It's just how it goes. We've been doing this for free, so we gotta make sure we get our cut.
Morning, Jamie Renee.
So if you get your shirts and it's, one sleeve or it look like a crop top because the bottom part is cut out, just rock with it.
Today's tie is a Bugatti. I don't know if that's the same as the car brand, but it says Bugatti on it.
Bugatti.
Does that look like
in a new Bugatti.
Anyway, but I'm really psyched to be here. And by the way, I think at a certain point when you thought the computer was broken, you were like, well, we're done for the day, right? Like, we're done. And for some reason, I just kept
I don't know why, because I was done.
mindlessly pushing.
I didn't want to be here.
Yeah, he was actually kind of like, cool.
I'm
No show
finna
today.
go roll up. But then next thing you know, we in the computer. Shit want to start working all of a sudden.
Hako, this is the computer that I was using a couple of years ago for stuff that you saw me with, and it was already a couple of years old. This is actually the old computer I'm managing to do this with. And the CPU is like unhappy. But so today's show, because Jamie Renee is asking, and just in case you're not reading the description, today we're going to have Noni Goldman on from Four Trees Management. Noni's awesome. She's here in Massachusetts with some licensed cannabis business work, but she's also just an awesome, fun person who's also an activist within the community. So we're gonna hang out with her for a little bit, and it should be pretty fun. And then we're also supposed to have yeah, I know Hako, right? We're also supposed to have Pearson Crosby on later. He should be on probably, well, I was gonna say around noon. But he'll come on whenever he wants, if he wants. But he's going to start coming on. He's going to be interviewing vets and stuff, which should be pretty cool. So yeah. And then I think Nick the Intern is going to come on too. We don't have Scott. So Scott the Superfan is with Hunter up at, I don't know if it's Boston Children's Hospital, but they're up in Boston. Good morning, Amanda Joseph. Scott and his son Hunter are up in Boston right now. They were doing pre-op prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's the operation, so we're missing Scott, the Superfan. We're thinking about you, Scott, and we miss you.
Howdy too.
We miss you especially because we don't have anyone commenting for us like Scott always did, sharing links.
Got nobody here for
Hi, Stacey
us.
and Jack. Thanks for joining us.
Nobody want to help us out. Good morning, Amanda.
I'm still...
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Oh, and so, by the way, we're also sharing this to Eric's page, so you could be watching this on Eric's page. It's not shared. It's like going... It looks like it's going live to Eric's page. It is. And my personal Facebook page. So if you happen to be watching on those, we actually go live every morning on Disrupt America. If you search on Facebook, you can, even if you want to watch wherever, that's cool. And I actually didn't mean to go to my personal page this morning since we were going so late. That was going to be like a if we're on time kind of thing. So, hey, anybody who happens to be watching. I think that's all. Surprisingly, I'm shocked because in theory, my personal Facebook page should probably get more traction than...
oh, well, thank you, Jen. I had to put some of this exhale on me.
Jamie, never Mevo.
It's shea butter.
If it was Mevo, we wouldn't probably be having problems.
Shea butter makes me all glow.
No, it's all OBS. I had to rebuild it all.
Makes this chocolate.
And I was stupid because I didn't back it up. I was like, this supercomputer is awesome and fairly new, and there's nothing that's going to happen bad with it, and then all of a sudden it did. So I have to open it up later. I just didn't have a tiny screwdriver. It probably would have taken me less time to open up the laptop, switch the drives around, and see if the original one was working on a different bus, but I didn't have a tiny screwdriver, so instead I just rebuilt it all on a little tiny laptop. And surprisingly and shockingly, it's mostly working.
It's mostly working.
It's scary. You see this number right here, and this just fluctuating all the time? Like on the old one, it never moved, and that's... And then this was always like 1%, and it's like 23%. But we're doing it. And so we're supposed to have Noni Goldberg on, and we're going to see if she's able to join us. I don't see her yet, and that's okay. And then at some point when Pearson gets his butt moving, we'll get him on too. We appreciate you guys sharing the show, because for some reason apparently me sharing it like to 30 places a day wasn't good, and I have gotten a few interesting messages from folks who are kind of like, oh wow, like 5 people are sharing it on the same page.
Uh-oh.
Which part of that I can't really help, because I do have a share squad, but oh, that's weird, Noni. I thought I sent you the Zoom link. We should do a contest today, right? Let's get over to Noni. If somebody who's watching, maybe one of the super fans, if you can go to the regular page and get the merch store link and then paste it into the comments, that would be awesome. By the way, so for those of you that are watching on the other pages today, because this was sort of like crazy backup computer, we don't have the normal chat where we can see everyone's comments across every page. So if for some reason you're commenting on Twitch or YouTube or a few Facebook pages that are not Disrupt America, we're not going to see the chat today, which is okay, but just so that you know, we'll see it like after the show, but we're not going to see it live. And so if for some reason you guys want us to see the chat, or you want to participate in today's contest, which we'll start in just a minute, you should move over to Disrupt America, because that's where we're going to need, that's how we choose who wins the contest, not, based on your answers in the comments. All right, Noni, let me get you this link.
Computer love.
Oh, it's amazing. I don't even know how this is working. I feel like this is all put together right now with like spit and Chinese newspapers.
Computer love.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Jay.
Hit that merch. Get some merch so I can take half.
Can I tell you something? So
let it hurt.
I had a small group of people yesterday telling me that they were concerned about the merch.
Why?
They thought that it should be like completely different stuff. They didn't think we should be putting Kush Room on there, because they think I'm going to get like a cease and desist or something like that.
From who?
From
Mario?
Yeah.
From Nintendo?
Uh-huh.
Nintendo don't care. You know how much money they make?
Well, that's the thing, is like Nintendo pretty much doesn't care at all. And
boys make so much money, you think they finna care about this little itty bitty Kush Room?
But here's what I'll say, is there could be a day when Nintendo just decides to send a letter that says, hey, stop selling stuff that vaguely looks like one of our characters, right? They could. And if they do, then we will. Which means you should buy it all up right now. Because someday it might not. It might be super. And by the way, I'm planning on like rotating stuff. So we actually have people doing fan art. And if anyone wants to make some T-shirt or sweatshirt designs, let's do it, and maybe we'll do something with like a contest, and whoever wins will actually make that part of the official merchandise, and then the winner will give some cool prizes and stuff. So yeah, let's for today's prize, because let's kick it off. I'm I got to tell you, considering I just spent the last hour and a half pulling parts together and making all of this work. And by the way, not everything is hooked up.
Exhausted.
Too. This thing, look at this thing's not even. I can't even run this thing on this. Today's contest is going to be infused jam. You'll get your choice between keto and non-keto. And Avril, I apologize. I literally only have the bare necessities that I need on here, so I don't have your logo up, but we'll try to make up for it. So today's contest is to win infused jam. You get to choose between keto and non-keto. The keto, by the way, is like a little bit more costly to make. But there's some brand new flavors that are getting popped out right now. And so y'all should your mouth should be watering and stuff for that infused jam. We need to it's going to be tough without we have no help to pick the contest winners. How do we It was rough yesterday. We need who wants to be our super fan? People. Jason, I thought it might have been you, but I know you're busy and working every day.
I'm finna volunteer somebody as tribute.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Who, Amanda? Amanda?
Yep, that's exactly who I was finna volunteer as tribute. We choose Amanda. She said she wanted to be the voluntary super fan. That's what she said. I'm just going off of what she said. This wasn't like us just making a decision. She personally came to us and said, hey, I understand Scott's going through, Scott is quitting on us. I understand that. And I'm willing to take that over. So we volunteered Amanda's tribute. She likes and shares the stream every day. So she's already been partially doing her job as a regular fan. So she's ready to get that upgraded badge.
And Hako actually has won the jam before.
JT act like he want to be one too. JT, you won a lot.
It's
too.
tough for JT because he's at work, so he's doing his best. He does his best to watch.
I don't want
but
to hear them excuses. If you got a son and you working, you can fit this into your schedule. This ain't. We don't want to hear none of that. No excuses. Tough up.
But so for today, who wants all right, so Heather Marie Brown said that she'll watch, and she'll be the one to help to figure out who the winner is today, since she won yesterday. That's very kind of you, Heather Marie Brown, because you are the most storied prize winner on this show ever by far. And if I were you, I mean, that's very generous of you. No, Amanda, Amanda, don't you want to win today? You should be able to win today, too. Amanda, for today, what would be cool is if you, when we hear us talk about stuff, if you somehow can, go grab a link and throw it in someplace, that would be sweet. Like when we have Noni on, I have it up on the screen, but you could always, type it into the thing and hit enter so people can click on it and then pin it. So, yeah. So today's contest is for infused jam.
Today's contest is for some good old infused CBD and or THC. Jam boogie. No jelly.
So, and just as a reminder, before we start the contest, if any of you are watching this and when you sort of tap on the screen in the upper left-hand corner, if it doesn't say Disrupt America, you're watching it on some other place, that's cool, but we're not going to see your comments, so you're not going to end up winning, and you might wonder why. And if you really
Amanda says she wants to be the super fan.
So Amanda, what I can do is
Amanda, now you
all right.
You better.
We're doing this. Now, I guess we're doing this.
If you mess up, you either got to be equal or better than Scott. Now, if we got to settle for anything less, I don't know if you're going to be on the show long, Amanda. You might have to just go back to the comments. You're not going to be, you're not going to be the Disrupt America comment. You're going to have to be Amanda Joseph again, So just understand, you got a lot of pressure on you now. This is every morning, Sky had no breaks in like 38 days or something like that. He had one break. So that means you can't have no breaks. Or you can have one. I do offer to help in Scott's absence several times. So if you want me, I'm here for you guys. Heather Marie said that. I need to get you guys on my TV. You should have been had us on the TV. Amanda, you...
All right, I won't belabor it for today, but for those of you who want to help out in Scott's absence, the way that we... I have a chat client that you actually have to like install on a laptop or a computer. And then you can see all of
the new streaming system like Wu-Tang.
And then you'll see...
what is up with people in this Wu-Tang? Nick started that.
Nick's not even here. Where is Nick?
I keep putting...
Nick was just like, oh, I guess the show's not going on, so peace out. I did forward Nick the Zoom link, but we'll see if Nick comes around. This should be really interesting. Let's watch the computer. Let's watch as this old computer freaks out. So right now what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get oh my gosh. Hey, Noni.
Hey, guys.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. I'm not sure if people are going to be able to... No, I'm sure they will.
What a morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So you actually look great, and I'm going to take just a second.
Hey, Naomi.
It's Noni.
Noni?
It's
It's who?
Noni, like
Noni?
Noni. And I'm sorry we have to clearly go over that, right now.
I can't read, so you have to go over that with me.
No, I appreciate you having me on. This is fun. I'm sorry it's been such a difficult morning.
This is all right. This might actually...
I'm lying. I can actually read everybody. Don't take me serious. Don't be trying to test me neither.
Oh, and I just need to make sure I get your titles right.
Trying to say, you're trying to make me read books and stuff, paragraphs.
Give me just 1 second. I want to refix your title, and then I think we're good to go. I somehow managed to rebuild this whole thing in like an hour. Well, and it should have really not taken me that long. It's really because I was not prepared to have to do this. Yes, I do want to fix your title for just a second. Oh, that's so weird. I'm on like an 8-year-old computer, so everything is like... Everyone thinks usually I take a long time to do stuff, and okay, that's good. And now I'm just gonna fix your title here. This poor computer.
She smokes, right?
Shot. Yeah, Noni, you smoke, correct?
Yeah.
Oh. I was just checking.
4 trees.
What's your favorite strain?
Eric was asking what your favorite strain is.
So it really depends. I suffer from pretty debilitating migraines, so my go-to for that is Super Lemon Haze. We've been working on a pheno hunt of Davy Jones, which is a Kennedy-Crosby. So we're working on...
She said she's in a pheno?
With mimosa.
You're in a pheno cup?
No, she's in the pheno. They're doing a pheno hunt, so they're growing a bunch of examples of particular strains so they can find the best genetics and then keep those and work with them. Mm. Did I say that right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'm really excited about one of the phenos that we have for Funky Brunch that has these floral notes that just came out of nowhere. So that one I think we're calling Funky Brunch Nut Thursday.
Mm,
I
nice.
have a feeling like people. Oh, here we go. That says that's active. We're gonna do monitor and output.
Did you smoke this morning?
No, not this morning.
No, not this morning. I had to just start the workday really early, so I'm going to definitely congratulate myself on that after
Oh,
this.
you gonna be on here for a long time. You finna get mad. You finna be like, yo, I'm just ready to.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe I should go
We
get that
finna just
right
hold you
now.
on here. You finna be chilling with us the rest of the day. This the bootleg version anyway, so we kind of need the.
I'm down. Quarantine. Quarantine,
So,
baby.
shockingly, I actually, and without being able to test before we went live, I think I managed to get it working. I believe now people can actually hear you. And so I want to, Noni Goldman, I want to welcome you to the show. You're with Four Trees Management out of Western Mass. Welcome, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Noni, the way that I met you quite a few months ago was when we were out trying to help a female business owner by doing some a little bit of social disruption, a little bit of protesting, and to try to assist her. And that was sort of my first time meeting you. And I think since then I've seen you, and I'm sure you were around well before then, doing lots of awesome stuff. That was my first time meeting you, but I know since then I've seen you out doing lots of cool things within the community to help. Um, Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you came from, and some of the awesome things you're doing within the community right now.
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah. So the the good kind of trouble that I met you at was at STEM in Haverhill, where that female business owner was getting some pretty gnarly stigma from her neighborhood. And I think that if you spent any time in the regulated cannabis industry, that is kind of par for the course. But it's doubly so if you're a woman. So every time I see that kind of uh, disruption, I'm very excited about jumping in and just being a level of support on that. So definitely, myself personally and us as Four Trees, we believe in minority ownership and female ownership, and really expanding the kind of people that are business owners in this industry, because most of them are not falling into those two categories. Um, so Four Trees is primarily a consulting company. So we work with facility optimization, workforce training, and we also teach the cultivation curriculum for the social equity program. So by trade, we are large scale cultivation experts. And then we are also going for our own license in Holyoke for a tier one cultivation and a dispensary. So I started out my cannabis career in New York, but I've been working in a bunch of other different markets. But Massachusetts has always been the most interesting market for me, especially because it's from the East Coast and I'm from the East Coast. So I've been here about 2 years now, and just kind of working out uh, the different regions of Massachusetts to really spread my roots in. So I just moved to East Hampton during the pandemic, which was wild. And our dispensary and our cultivation is in Holyoke.
So that's really cool. And so and I believe that you're one of the companies that the CCC had, and forgive me if I'm misstating this, but given, I don't know if it was grants, but basically was providing some assistance so that there could be companies out there that were doing training for EE and SE applicants, right? And I know that you were saying that you're doing that training, but I don't want to misspeak. Are you one of the six companies that the CCC had sort of like approved of?
Yeah, so we just wrapped up the first cohort, So our first round of students have made it through our curriculum and have graduated. The great thing about the social equity program is the training is secondary to a lot of the other benefits for it. So if you have one of the 3 qualifying conditions to be a part of that social equity program, you get priority approval for your business license, you get reduced licensing fees, and you get access to a really high quality curriculum. So Four Trees is an educator, so is C3RN, MRCC is part of there too, Greenlight Business Solutions, Point 7. So it really runs the full gamut of what you would need to know to get a really good start in the industry as an entrepreneur. Four Trees is the cultivation aspect of that. So in that capacity, we teach basic cultivation, which is the science behind observable plant development, the regulations that you would need to know for metric, and the kind of businesses that you can apply for if you want to go the ownership route. We also teach advanced cultivation, which is production scheduling, environmental control, process engineering, team management, lean design. And then we also teach marijuana lab testing, which is all of the tests that cultivators need to know to pass for compliance.
What's the right way for EE? Like, are most of your training courses in person? At this point, are you having stuff that's virtual? How can applicants? What's the best way for them to interface with you guys?
So right now we're all virtual because that is the state of the world. We had started out, so the social equity program started earlier on in the summer, and we had been hosting workshops throughout the state. So we did one in where was it? In Brockton. We had them set up for Worcester, Taunton, one in Salem, a couple in Holyoke, but then COVID hit and we needed to make a quick pivot. Fortunately, we had also been building out our virtual classroom in tandem with our in-person workshops. So when the determination was made that everyone had to engage in social distancing, we were like maybe 70% done with building out that online platform. So a couple of nights of just all night coding to get it out and deployed. So our first class was a workshop, and then the second and third, so the advanced cultivation and the marijuana lab testing, was all virtual. And I believe that the next iteration of the social equity program will be completely virtual. One of the things that we were noticing during this first cohort was, even though the educators did a really, really good job of putting our workshops at different spots all around the state, it's still very difficult for people to attend these classes in person. So the attendance rate was, I think, not as good as we were hoping for. But the attendance rate for virtual classrooms has been great. People love virtual classrooms, and they can do it at their own time. So that's really what we've been leaning into.
And so, when it comes to EE and SE applicants, for the type of help that you're currently providing, do they, other than sort of being an approved applicant to begin with, are there sort of prerequisites, or is there preparation that they should do sometimes for some of these classes?
So it really depends on what class that you're signed up for the basic cultivation. So how these classes are kind of broken up is about what track of the social equity program you're interested in engaging in, and you as an individual through the social equity program can make that determination for yourself. So there's the entry level, there's the core, and then there's the entrepreneurial. So for some of the other classes that we're building, they don't make a lot of sense for someone who just wants like a foot in the door. So basic cultivation is for everyone. I have no experience in the commercial cultivation aspect of it. Maybe I do have a little bit of homegrown experience, but I want to level up my skills so that my resume is more attractive because I have the foundations of the plant science and the metric compliance, which isn't something that you can just get without actually having any experience in a commercial cultivation facility. So basic cultivation is for everyone. For something like advanced cultivation, that it's not a prerequisite per se, but it's you are building on the complexity of a lot of what you already cover just as an entry-level cultivation tech. So advanced cultivation is really for the managers, for the directors of horticulture. We go into things like vapor pressure deficit and how to troubleshoot a lot of the environmental control systems that commercial cultivation centers employ. So the Argus and the Hortimax, and that's just a step above in complexity for what maybe a level 1 cultivation tech would want to know.
Very cool. And so I guess, I know here in southeastern Massachusetts, sometimes there's the EE and the SE applicants sort of feel like there's like a lack of resources available to them, and really because it's between Boston and then kind of Western Mass, which is where you're out of, there's a lot going on, and there's been a big focus out there. And I think a big part of that too has been that Western Mass has on the municipal level, Western Mass has been very friendly to the idea of applicants in general, and especially priority applicants, while in southeastern Massachusetts that's not quite the case. And so I think that has sort of just fostered an environment in Western Mass that's kind of like a cool hot spot for the cannabis industry right now, right? So I think it's well. So I think it's great that there's virtual events going on, especially for the folks that, it's interesting. There's a lot of folks. There's a perception in southeastern Massachusetts that there's really nothing available to SE and EE applicants in the way of help and assistance. And, obviously what you're doing, like, you want everyone who's eligible for these to know about it. And there's, I'm not saying this because it's on you. I guess I'm just more verbalizing that, like, there's an interesting cultural issue especially for EE applicants, where they don't really know where to go for help. They don't know what's available to them. In the last week, they had been hearing like, oh, cool, I could actually give up 90% of my business and maybe that'll help me to get something going. And obviously that looks like it hasn't been the case, which I think actually the CCC did some interesting, I don't know, I heard something about the CCC removing EE status from a couple of applicants who were willing to give away 90% in that week. I don't know that for sure. That's just sort of like a rumor that I heard. I guess, I'm hoping that folks who are watching, because I know that we have some folks from Southeastern Mass who are priority applicants who watch the show or are friends with people who are. And, I think it's important for EE applicants to know that there's help out there beyond just like the scraping that they're doing and all the, because a lot of it seems to happen in a vacuum for EE applicants. So it's great that somebody, I don't know you well enough personally to vouch for, how good of a person you are, but I can tell you that just as a judge of character, there's not a lot of people out there who seem to operate in a way that is positive for everybody. And that for that to not just be lip service. And so at least from what I've seen from you, you're definitely somebody who goes out of your way to help people when there isn't really anything out of it for you. So the fact that you are available to priority applicants in some way, whatever that is, whether it's virtual classes or otherwise, is a real positive thing. And I think also just as a strong female figure, we have strong female figures in the community, but not a lot that are actually both successful and still working with a moral compass that aligns with the needs of a lot of the people that need that help, right? And so, no matter what the programs are, I think EE and priority applicants should know that whether it's through your company or even just that somebody like you is out there, because it's really tough right now for SE and EE applicants, because as folks find success in the industry, the activism sort of starts to shrink a bit, and there's less voices out there, and then there ends up being even less help than what there was before, which always has felt like it was, at least on the biz dev side and the education side, there hasn't traditionally been much out there for folks for assistance. So it's just wonderful that you're out there. And by the way, I thank you so much. I know with us being late today, I already know how busy you are normally, and so for you to still be able to make yourself available to come on and talk with us is really awesome, and we really appreciate it.
Wow, that's so nice of you to say, and I really appreciate it. And you guys are also super busy, so I'm really excited about you fitting me in. Today, just the stars were aligned where I was able to move enough around, but this was a top priority for me. I wanted to see you guys. I wanted to be on your morning show. And to your point about there is the more successful that you get in this industry, the less bandwidth you have to devote to some of the grassroots activism. But I think my experience in just different countries that are in the cannabis industry, and not only just the different states, Massachusetts is putting a focus on the social equity program at the beginning. This doesn't exist in New York. This doesn't exist in Connecticut. This doesn't exist in a lot of the other eastern states. So to be part of that movement here is something very important to me. And then I also think just a lot of people with industry experience legally can't talk about it because they're under NDA, and they can't impart some of the wisdom that maybe they have learned because they'll get super sued. So I made that decision just over 2 years ago to leave corporate cannabis to go start my own company because I didn't want to be, muzzled. So it's different. I can't, the decision to engage in this industry is everyone's personal decision, and there's a lot that goes on kind of behind the scenes. So I think that there are more people like me with a similar background who want to be more involved, but they can't right now. But that doesn't mean that they won't in the future.
So, I know and so forgive me because I have as your title up, I have Four Trees Management up there. I have the website up as well. Is the management company also what's doing the training, or do you have a separate company that's doing that we can help to highlight and point people toward?
So we're actually in the middle of revamping our website. Four Trees Management is actually three companies. I am president and CEO of all three, but Four Trees Consulting is a different.
Okay.
No. So probably mid next week, our fourtreesma.com landing page will give you the option to go to consulting, Holyoke, which is the retail and dispensary, or Academy, which is our entity that engages in the social equity program. So Four Trees MA is housing all of those, but you'll be able to look at our different three projects.
Awesome. Well, I encourage people to go check out the website. We have it linked within the comments, and also for folks out there, if you know of priority applicants, definitely point them towards Noni and Four Trees Management because there is there is some assistance out there, and
And just also to be clear, there could be a lot more because I do love the social equity program in Massachusetts. I do think it's very important, but there are other states who have working models of loans. Specifically, California just earmarked $23 million for social equity loans. So the precedent of that has been set forward. We have a couple of legislators in Massachusetts who are pushing for the same thing. But just like a lot of the grassroots activism made a very strong push to make sure that the 51% stayed intact last week. That kind of momentum, it would also be very helpful to actually put together a loan fund for social equity participants. And the truth of the matter is this industry is so hard. You can have the best education, you can have the best network, but if you don't have access to capital, you're dead in the water. So if you are interested in the social equity program, I would also say make sure you keep an eye out for what other states are doing so that we can demand from our legislators that
Right,
they do
and
something
and
for
really
them.
because it's just because the market is starting to mature here in Massachusetts doesn't mean that there isn't still opportunity, which includes the 2-year sort of head start for both delivery and social consumption once those are sort of organized and ready to start rolling out. And so for priority applicants, there's still opportunity to there's still room there. You're not walking in and competing with folks that are well established and already have lots of revenue pouring in. There's still areas within the industry where you can still sort of be a maverick in it too, right? And so there's definitely still lots of time and lots of hope. And like Noni's saying, there's still opportunity to be able to interface with your politicians to help to make a difference and still affect some change, because there's still room for improvement, right, Noni?
Always. A lot of people, I think, when they first start to get interested in the industry, it's overwhelming. There's a lot. There's regulations. There's HCA's. Every municipality is different. But the truth is, a lot of the laws haven't been written yet. I don't think actually we didn't even get to look at the delivery and the social equity license. That comes out I think later on this month. So right there, that is a concrete example of you got time to get in there, say what you need, make your opinions known, and then fight for what you think is right. Because if you don't, then this other guy with a lot of money definitely
Noni,
is.
thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. We know how busy you are, and we really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. And we definitely want to have you back soon, and hopefully we'll have all of this stuff put together so this way everything will be even. Everything went great today, but everything will be even tighter and neater. We're really sorry we were so late today, and again, thanks for coming on late and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
one.
Thank you.
All right, Noni Goldman. We really appreciate her. I'm wondering.
Do fish sleep? Some fish sleep, not all of them.
So we got to do the contest because I didn't actually start that before. That was stupid of me, huh?
And what is the contest? You
All right, so the contest today is. Well, we're going to have Pearson Crosby coming on shortly. And Pearson does a whole bunch of stuff for vets. That's assuming I know he's going to come on. I just got to message him. Let's see if I can find him in my thing. Because it is around 7:30 in the morning in Alaska right now. He might just be getting up. Or he might just still be asleep. I don't know. But let's do the contest. Jam giveaway. I was going to do something vet related, but I don't know if Pearson's going to come on. Maybe we should still do vet related. What do you guys all think out there? And
yeah.
And just keep in mind, if you want to take part in the contest, you need to come into and watch this through Disrupt America. Those are the comments that will see all of your stuff. Even though we appreciate that you're watching wherever you're watching from. So Infused Jam, it gets mailed to you. The scroll sort of probably did change because I had to rebuild everything today. If that's what you mean, Hako. I think it was white before. I don't remember if it was red or white. I couldn't remember. I was just trying to hurry up and get on the air. No, you're definitely not losing it. It's a completely different computer. I reset up everything in here. Everything is slightly different today. Thanks, Rodney and Daniel and Trish for liking the stream. We appreciate you guys. Also, by the way, Facebook loves it when you mash on the heart button for us when we do things that you like.
You can't do it.
What's that?
You can't mash the like.
No? Why not? Why wouldn't you be able to? That's weird. But thank you very much to Noni Goldman. And sorry that I was saying Noni. Because you're right, it's an O.
I thought it was Naomi.
Well, that's because it's so little on the screen. It's tough to...
I'm sorry, Noni.
Noni.
Noni. I don't want...
Noni Goldman.
Can I give you a nickname without being rude?
Who? Me?
No.
Her?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe. Sure.
I don't have to ask her.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not going to say it now. She might not like it. Think I'm offended.
It probably has to do with her little icon, doesn't it? That's the person that you
I don't know what it was going to be. I was just going to think of something.
Oh, okay.
Come back and say it later.
All right, so let's do the jam thing. I think it should still be for a vet in honor of Pearson.
She's the CEO of 3 companies. It's crazy.
She's a little busy, huh?
Yeah.
She's already married, though. Happily married. I know you weren't insinuating anything. I'm saying that.
She's happily married. Mm-hmm. How we know that?
Because her husband's in the industry, too, and they're...
I mean, they married. I don't know they have... I'm just saying. Nah. She probably like, I hate this show.
Yeah, she's like...
I'm not coming back.
Telling her husband not to watch. You don't need to watch that.
Don't watch that. We wouldn't want you to be offended by anything.
It didn't go well. It was all choppy and technical.
No, it went perfect. She's going to be like, it went perfect. You shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't watch it.
All right, today's contest. All right, so nobody likes the contest when it's just to win for somebody else, even when it's a good cause. They don't like that. They want to win themselves, right?
Because everybody's selfish.
All right, well, I'll tell you what.
Selfish.
So you're not going to win it for somebody else. You are going to win it for yourself.
Not shellfish.
But you have to tag a vet because Pearson is going to come on in a little bit, and we want some vets to join and watch the conversation and listen to Pearson. So here's the deal. You're going to tag a vet, and then you're going to say, that you want the jam. You're going to tag, and you can tag vets and vets and vets. Here's how we're going to determine who wins today. How many vets you actually get to show up in the chat.
Ooh.
So if you want to win the jam, you got to tag some vets because Crosby's coming in. Pearson does good work for vets and fundraising all over the country, not just around here. He's totally badass. Do you know he was telling us that he used to do crazy strength training. He was like...
Yeah, he was hella strong.
Crazy strong. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to tag vets to get them... No, and Jay Trentholm, it's not pet vets, it's military vets. So we're gonna get vets here, and then at a certain point, when they come here, you need to, and they say, hey, while you're tagging me, you can be like, yo, I'm trying to win this contest. So they need to see that some people I tag show up, and then your vet friends can also tag people if they want, but they need to sort of attribute who. But that's how we're going to figure it out. So, and trust me, there's not like a huge ton of you watching. Remember, you have to come on Disrupt America if you want to take part in the contest for free jams. We give away prizes every day.
Eric is so shallow today. Must be the lighting.
Shadowed.
No, I ate. Wait, I'm what?
Shadowed.
Oh, shadowed.
Oh, you know why? Because this is on a completely different computer. Hold on. I bet I can...
It's because
I bet I can spend some time and fix that.
It's because it is chocolate. Don't shine too bright.
It's because the older computer actually just doesn't...
When you dark, you absorb all the light. Oh, that's why I look so dark. Oh,
maybe that's a little better. Maybe not. It's tough. The camera doesn't work as well on this one as it did on the last computer. It just looks a little different.
That's because it's the ghetto. This the bootleg version.
This is totally... This was the computer
This
that...
is on a local corner near you.
This was the computer that, like, I was just keeping around just in case something disastrous happened like this. And then it did.
Ooh.
We're working
I gotta come up with... I gotta talk to y'all about something. I don't remember what it was, though.
But it's something.
Because it came up while you guys were talking.
Okay.
And I forgot.
Did somebody message you and tell you something, or did you read something cool?
Nope, it was a news article about something. I don't remember though.
Amanda says your beard looks good.
Who beard? My beard?
Rodney, thanks for sharing the stream. We appreciate it.
Ooh, you better stop, Amanda. You better stop. Thank you though. I've been working on it, you know. Keep them nice vitamins and minerals in it. Make sure you got that castor oil, or what is it, castor? No. Dang it, I forgot what kind of oil I got in there.
Oh, in your beard?
Got some good oil, some good beard oil, the vitamin E, the vitamin O, vitamin A, E, I, O, U. And got all the vitamins in this beard. Too bad it don't bush. It's just like thin grass right now. It's like grass in the winter. I hate it here. I need a bigger beard. Look, when I was in Texas, my stuff was growing, yo. I had that humid, hot heat. And then I come here and it's like, what is going on? Like, why is it shriveling up as soon as I wake up in the morning? Like,
So, look, y'all, you tag your vet friends to come in here. Like, for instance, Lisa just tagged Neek. So when Neek comes in here, just be like, yo, Neek, make sure you tell him I sent you. Or something, I don't know. Just when Neek's
so
when Neek comes
we
in,
tagging
like,
vet friends, that's it?
We're tagging vet friends, and basically whoever can get the most vet friends in here, whoever calls the most in, we're going to give some infused jam.
Whoever calls the most
And
in.
so far, I don't know who's... We have a couple of people that are tagging vets. So we'll see who actually comes in. But tag some vet friends, get them in here and watch, because we'll get Pearson up. Pearson will come on.
Man, we finna be on the show till like 3 today.
We definitely need... We should get something to eat. Oh, wasn't there... We had 2 people yesterday that were going to like send us food. Now's the time to send us food. If
Amanda!
you're going to send us food...
Are you gonna send us some? Because we starving. We starving, Amanda. We starving. Mike could take the Uber Eats. You could just come. I meant like you could come drop the food off. Not this is the guy.
Well, I didn't say anything.
you heard. Yo, this dude is funny. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. I literally said you can bring him some Uber Eats and you can come, man. And he was assuming other things. I don't know what.
So yeah, everywhere is delivering, Vanessa. Everywhere.
Miss Paradise.
So Heather Marie, if you make a comment that I'll pin it up for you that says, you know, something like if you're tagged and coming in this show, please let us know you're here or something. I don't know, like that. We're gonna figure it out. Cause
tag a vet.
I'll tell you what,
friend
I get it's a little,
and have him respond.
There's different ways to get vets to come onto the show. You don't even have to tag them in the comments. You could message them and be like, yo, come on the show, and you come on. We're just trying to win somebody some infused jam, and this is probably the...
I was going to say tag a vet and have him respond with his favorite gun, but I don't know if that's... Because I'm sure what vet wouldn't want to talk about their favorite weapon.
All right. Thanks, Heather Marie. Heather Marie's awesome.
Heather Marie.
All of our super fans are pretty awesome.
We got so many of
I don't know what happened to Nick.
We got a lot of super fans.
Oh, he says he fell back asleep. Is he on... Maybe he's on... Probably not. Nah.
Nick fell back asleep. What a surprise. What a surprise. Nick look like he gets some good sleep. I bet you your dreams is nice, huh, Nick?
And I think he fell back asleep again because
I bet he
active on
did.
Facebook. But, thanks for joining the comments, Nick, and helping out with that and stuff. Appreciate it.
Ooh, where is everybody? How many people watching? Come on, everybody who watching, I gotta put something in the comments. We got the same people in the comments.
We'll tag a bet. In the meantime, we should ask them, right? We should ask them something. Maybe we should.
I wonder how many people we watching as haters.
Probably
we love to talk about. No, it's 2 views, but it's many eyes in that room. They probably all got it on the TV right now. Like they taking notes. Like who we gotta call next to sabotage. I give you a number to call.
So if any vets are starting to watch, you were probably tagged to
1-800-HATER.
Because we're having a contest for Infused Jam. We're also
That's
having
1-800
Pearson Kennedy-Crosby.
HATER.
Pearson Kennedy-Crosby from Alaska, who does a lot with vets. And forgive me for not remembering the association that he's championing, because there's like 5 of them. He's going to come on and talk to us for a little bit, and he's awesome, and we're going to definitely wake him up, because he's on Alaska time, so it's like 7:40 there right now.
7 a.m. Mm-hmm. Alaska is what, Cali time?
No, it's even 1 more hour. So he's like an extra, so it's like a 5-hour, or even 2 more hours, right? Because it's only a 3-hour difference to Cali. Yeah, it's a 5-hour difference.
I thought Alaska was straight north of Cali.
Yeah, but they do messed up stuff with the time zone things.
I bet. It's all government. It's all government based. Shout out to the government for letting us know UFOs is real. We appreciate y'all finally telling us the truth of what we already knew. And shout out to the government for doing it during the pandemic. So because we was already panicked, them saying that didn't really make us panic even more. Because right now, we worried about dying from a virus, not no aliens. So.
And look, don't worry, for vets who are showing up to watch the show, if Pearson doesn't show up, we'll make sure we give away...
Tag a vet and ask him if he believes in aliens.
And we'll make sure that we give away a jar.
That'll get him to respond.
If Pearson doesn't show up, we'll make it up to you by... You vets should stick around, and we'll...
That actually
we'll make sure you get a jar of jam, too.
That actually gives people... That actually makes somebody respond. If you tagged me in something and said, "Do you believe in aliens?" I'm going to respond. Especially if I don't know what show we on. I'm going to be like, yo, what the fuck? What is this show? Why are we talking about aliens?
So for those of you who do want to win the jam, you basically just need to get some vets, and you have to tag some vets.
Tag a vet. Get them to respond. Say anything.
Fortunately, we've had so few... comments today that it's probably not going to be tough to figure it out.
You got to get the vet to comment, though. You got to get him to say anything. It's what do vets react to? That's why I said if you tag a vet, comment and say what's your favorite gun, I guarantee he'll respond. Every vet has a favorite gun. I mean, we don't want to trigger nothing, no PTSD or nothing, but I know every vet has a favorite gun. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I want to bring food, but can't today.
Who said that? Somebody.
it was an old comment, I think, though. Hunter is going for his heart surgery tomorrow. Everybody say good luck to Hunter. Everybody say good luck to Hunter. Hunter.
Nick, are you there? Nice.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, good thing we started the show late, Nick, because right now it'd be the end of the show.
He's feeling sleepy.
It'll be the end of the show, Nick.
Nick, did you hear my computer broke?
No, I didn't. What happened? No, I didn't. What happened?
Yeah, my computer totally broke, and so I'm using my old laptop right now, which is struggling and not doing well to do this, but that's what I'm using.
Sending thoughts and prayers. Sending thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, in fact, I can't even tell. I think that there's like massive audio drift problems. I feel like there's lip sync issues and stuff because this computer is so old, but I have no idea. I can't really tell.
A lot of people have lip syncing issues, especially people that go on RuPaul's Drag Race. They got lip syncing issues.
So
maybe we should.
Nick, we're totally psyched to see you again. It's been a while. How are you?
I'm well. I'm here in a grassy area, undisclosed.
You've been in a lot of undisclosed locations.
It's important to keep my locations undisclosed because then they can be disclosed later for further comic value.
Nick, somebody in our audience is asking if you like Wu-Tang Clan.
It's for the children.
It's for the children.
That's all the Wu-Tang Clan is for the children. That's it. They spread wisdom and they have jewels. They have jewels to spread. There's 12 jewels. Don't get me started on the Wu-Tang. It's a lifestyle.
So your grassy background, did you get that from the kind of I thought I recognized that, but do I recognize that background?
You do. You may recognize it. It's actually the problem is that I got into a shrink ray area, and so in this area there was this specific shrink ray, and it got me really tiny small. Go ahead, look behind you, Mike. Look behind you. Look behind you. You see that grass? Doesn't it look familiar?
Yeah, I was gonna say I see a head popping out the ground, but there's no.
That's right. It's me. It's the little homie.
Where's your body at?
That's what's
Oh, there's an arm. I see.
I'm so small. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Idiot.
Nick, we know that you were busy studying, so we're glad that you were taking the time that you needed to make sure you were buttoning up everything you needed to with your education and your grades. So we're proud of you.
We got finals done. Yep. We got finals done. We got finals done. Everybody who has finals, I pray for your mental health.
Awesome. And by the way, did you know that Heather Marie Brown is standing in for Scott the Superfan? So Heather Marie Brown the Superfan is doing an amazing bang-up job right now, standing in.
It's not a replacement. It's just for now. I don't want Scott to freak out. You know what I mean? I don't want Scott to, because Heather's got some big feet.
And it's true because Scott also wears a size 14 shoe.
So Heather's got to be at least a 14 and
if she's going to fill those shoes, then yes.
If and that's a 14-inch long right? That's a lot of inches. That's 14 of those things. Mike, how many inches are your ties? Can you tell us the length of your tie, Mike?
It is a double insert. I mean, the length is normally of the tie unfurled is like 6 feet, but when we're talking about it tied around my neck, I'm not sure how to.
It's a grower, not a shower. So it's a grower, not a shower. You don't really see how long the tie is until you fully, show it.
So Nick, we recently and I know I know Heather's not. It's not reasonable for her to find. Because Scott really was keeping like a detailed record. You know what? I think Scott, to make sure that we would really feel his absence, I think he probably had a bunch of resources he could have shared with us that he was like, yeah, the hell with you guys. Like, I bet he had a document already that you could just copy and paste his normal stuff in and then pin it. Like, he was so on the ball, there's no way he was typing that out separate every time, right? But what I guess
Right.
what I'm alluding to is that we have had a fundraising effort to collect money, and then that money goes to local farms to help to buy fresh produce. We're helping to support local farms, right? And then that farm food that gets bought that produce gets matched up with people who are in need and who are hungry. And as a thank you to everybody who has been donating money, we're doing an awesome giveaway, right? And so you've been busy for the last week, but we've been talking about it just about every day. Why don't you remind us about...
Are you talking about
Yes.
the Jordans? See, there's a lot of people that are very interested in these Jordans, right? Because what's really cool about them is that they green to match the medicine that you use. They green. Shoelaces on the side, just like it's ordered. A green sole. And then a green sole. A green
That's pretty...
sole. But if Scott the Superfan was here right now, or if Heather the Superfan would, we didn't send her any links, and I'm in a grassy area, so.
And Heather, we totally appreciate you're doing a much more amazing job than I ever could have hoped for. Right now, and maybe Avril can, because Avril just popped into the comments. Hi, Avril. We're pleased to see you. Avril, can you find the link for the fundraiser for the people to donate money to go toward the farm shares?
Look what I did. Look what I did. I did it.
You want to see something funny?
What did you do, Nick?
It's showing. I got the shoe to show. Oh, it's blending in. I'm done. I tried showing the shoe. Hey, now look who's holding their mic. Now look who's holding the mic.
Biggest troll on the planet.
Is mine broke?
Who's the biggest troll on the planet? Please, that's what we should put. That should be today's contest. Who's the biggest troll?
Yeah, Nick, who do you think is the biggest troll on the planet right now? In our group? No, it just in the world.
In the world, like the globe. Maybe even other planets too.
That's a tough one. I would definitely have to say the Queen of England right now because she's totally
6ix9ine
trashing
definitely
on
the.
No.
6ix9ine.
Who's the biggest troll in the world? I'm not a troll.
Yeah.
Oh, 6ix9ine, that rat motherfucker. Yeah. That I hate 6ix9ine. He wants to. He's now. Oh, don't even talk about 6ix9ine. He ain't even a troll. That's a compliment. He is skeezy, cheese eating, rat.
So today on Instagram, 6ix9ine decided to be a troll of the century, and he unfollowed everybody and only followed one person. And that one person is the NYPD.
I can't.
Yo, I'm sorry. This is so funny to me because literally rap is literally about not snitching, not doing everything this man is literally doing. And he's literally topping all the charts because of it. I think it's hilarious.
He's still a rat,
though. Of course.
He is, but apparently people don't care.
At all.
But why?
Because they've never seen somebody do this.
See, those
it's new.
People.
It's new to the industry. It's like he's like starting the industry. He's giving the industry a whole new definition down. Like the music industry was like, yo, I'm a gangbanger. I came from nothing. I made my way to this level to where I'm making money, and then I give back to my community, and I continue to rap about the bad things that I did. Well, this dude is. I didn't do this since I was born. I only rapped for like 2 years. My raps aren't even like honest. Like he literally raps about doing stuff that he don't do, that he's not for, and then goes to jail for it, snitches on people, sends them all to jail, get out early, and trolls the planet by making the most money, by making a song and a music video that's top of the charts.
No G once told me never miss an opportunity to keep your mouth shut. Right? This guy missed that opportunity. You know what I mean? He missed that opportunity. And so I think if he's still living in New York City, I mean, I don't even know where he's living right now, but I'm pretty sure someone's going to come after him someday. Because we all know how revenge is served best cold, you know, and I think that's what he's going to have to look forward to in the near future is a doomy, dark thing. I don't understand how this whole industry is going to be. I mean, I'm scared that he basically was like the Michael Jordan of snitches. Like, that's who he is right now. Like, snitches got like an idol. You feel me? And he's got face tattoos of cartoon characters and shit, and pink dreads. This dude why doesn't anybody take people like him out to dinner? Right?
It's hilarious. He's literally like, I don't know. It's just, I think it's funny.
It's sad though, because then what happens when other people think it's okay to do that? Did y'all see the Saturday Night Live? Did y'all see Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live.
We didn't.
That was hysterical. They're all inside their house like we are, and I was like, "Hey, we invented this shit. It was us that started this, not you guys." With the live-ins, right? You guys are really dark today.
No, we're really dark today. It's because my computer exploded. We're on like an old laptop today.
Oh yeah. So the fire department came to my house the other day, and let me tell you the story because this is very interesting. As I was walking down the stairs, very slowly, I lit some incense out in my little hallway area that leads to my shitty door, right? And so I get to the hallway area, light some incense, and we get to the car. Me and my partner, we get to the car, and I say, these fire engines start coming, and I go, well, at least they know it ain't my house. And we start driving off. And so we get to the post office, and then I get a phone call from one of my neighbors going, you have 2 fire departments outside, fire trucks outside, and they're about to break down your door. And I'm like, oh my God. So I come back to the house. Apparently my fire alarms work because I put the incense stick directly under the fire alarm, and I just thought that was like some irony. You know what I mean? Like a lot of irony in that. But how many people have donated now?
I want to say, so we're just under $1,000, and I think we're somewhere around like 25 people or so. And so what's cool is we have the Jordans, which by far I think the biggest ticket item prize. But we're also going to have Ralph Greenberg from Hempt is going to include some prizes too. And I think we had some other people too that were reaching out. I think Irva was going to provide some stuff for us to be able to offer up as well. So we're super psyched. And who knows, maybe we'll get Eric to... Maybe we'll find like a football for him to sign or something. Maybe no. All right. Maybe we won't do that.
No, we're not doing that.
You hurt your signing hand yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I was doing other
Did
stuff
you
with my
hurt your
hand,
tiny
messed it
hand?
up.
I feel you. I feel you. You get the cramps and stuff like
It
that.
does get a little
afterwards with the
tight.
quarantine and the Pornhub on all day.
Just gotta do some stretching.
I feel you. I feel. That's right. Like this. Oh, I can't get it.
My
from doing
forearms and
one-
biceps is looking mighty strong today, though. It's strange, right?
Yeah, you're
Just one arm. It's like
The other one I ain't really worked on yet. I've been trying to do some one-handed push-ups, but
right. It's like when you seen the dude that gets out of jail. He's like this, right? But then all of a sudden you look down at his legs and they're like this skinny. They're like this skinny. You're like, yep, we know where you've been. How's them Crocs feel? I'm having flashbacks from the food.
so we actually have the fundraiser pinned in the comments. If anyone, we actually had 30 people donate just over $1,000 so far.
We need you to donate, right? So check this out. This is what I'm understanding, Mike, right? Now I smoke a lot of weed, Mike. You know that. So I have to break shit down. My microphone's broken. Fuck you, Amazon, for selling me bad shit. Jeff Bezos can suck my dick. I hate that.
pretty
guy.
sure he heard you.
So anyway, yeah, I hope so.
I know he definitely heard you.
So the other thing, oh yes, I know he did. So like,
What if the computer just shut up?
if I donate $10, right, that feeds one family for 1 week.
Yeah, I think it's every $10.
So that's two venti vanilla soy lattes that some asshole would order at Starbucks. Could feed a family for a week. If I sacrifice 2 of my coffees, I can feed a family for a week and possibly get a pair of Air
That's
Jordans.
pretty much the case.
We make this way too easy for these guys.
Well, so every dollar that people donate, no matter how much they donate, like they can donate a little bit, they can donate a lot. Every dollar that they donate will get them like an entry into the raffle for all of the prizes. So we'll be,
wow.
we'll be. I know, right?
I like that. I like that. It's easy. It's easy. You know, someone drop my name in the comments, tag me in something. Donate some money for me. Put some money in the bin for Nikki. Nikki the intern. Put some money in the thing for Nikki because I can't put any money in. If I put money in, I'm gonna win the shoes. You understand that? If I start putting money in
You
now,
might,
I'm just.
but
gonna
you're
win
allowed.
the
You're
shoes.
allowed to win.
This is how. Yeah, I could just put money in right. I mean, why can't? No, I'm not.
It's
I'm
$10
not
can
giving
feed a
this
family
shit.
for a week.
That's not
Yeah,
okay.
so $10 feeds a family of 4 produce for an entire week.
So we're talking $10 store items. We're talking 2 coffees, 5 candy bars. Can feed a family, right, for a week. This is crazy. And then we got our little home.
No. So hold on. I'm sorry. Just so we're clear, every $10 feeds one person for 3 servings a day for a week.
One person, 3 servings a day for a week.
Well, because that's a lot of vegetables. Like when you actually like put it in a bag or something, a week's worth of vegetables for one person, that's a lot. So it's $10. $10 does one person for a whole week, but that's a lot of servings. And if for somebody like me, that's like 4 of me's servings a day because I don't really eat much of any vegetables. So all those vegetables would actually stretch way out.
Why not, Mike? Why don't you eat vegetables?
We want to thank Lisa. Lisa just donated $50 to it, and Amanda in the comments is challenging anyone to match her $10. If she'll donate $10, she wants other people to
go ahead, match it
to donate as well. Oh, and by the way, for
I don't see any comment buttons being hit. I don't see any emoticons flying. I don't see any hearts going. I don't see.
That's because we on the bootleg version of the show.
I'm thinking about taking my shoes out of this. But still,
we can't smash the buttons.
Well, we can. He's saying the other people at home can smash them though.
Oh.
Yeah, people at home, Eric, our fans, our people that watch our show should be smashing buttons. If they want these jars, they should be smashing angry
It was
faces,
deep as
sad
hell.
faces, happy faces, horny faces. Caring is that the caring face, right? That's the horny face, right? It says care, but I think it's meant to be horniness because I think it looks like it's holding something.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's showing
Oh wow, we are
explicit
totally
care.
dark today. I don't know how to fix. I don't know how.
We
Look how
might
dark we
need
are.
to eat more vegetables.
We are really dark.
That's because I'm chocolate.
Yo, press the angry face if you think Mike needs to eat more vegetables.
So instead of everybody putting $10, if you guys put $11, we'll put that extra dollar towards Mike eating vegetables. Mike will eat vegetables if you guys put an extra dollar in. And we will show him eating broccoli. We will show him eating butternut squash and anything that
raw
April
butternut
grows,
squash.
we will
Raw.
put on camera for him to eat, so you guys know that he's eating his vegetables. You just have to put $11, not 10.
No eggplant from Mike. Though.
The extra dollar is for him to actually do it. Otherwise, he's not gonna do it.
Heather Marie Brown is asking for everyone to show you some love in the comments. Nick.
Oh, thanks, Heather. We love Heather. Yo, did y'all eat today?
No, it's
Still
1 in the
no breakfast
afternoon.
sponsor.
We haven't eaten today because we were supposed to go on at 10 and then we didn't go on until like 11:30.
And it seems like nobody wants to send us anything, and that's cool. I mean, we don't mind sitting here in front of the computer letting y'all listen to our voices while we slowly dehydrate and starve to death. But at the same time, we do it for y'all, so we don't mind sitting here slowly dying of thirst and hunger, and my tongue is drying up, sticking to the roof of my mouth. Sometimes I drag my fingers on the ground and my nails get all messed up. And this is because we be hungry and we just be trying to find some food. So if you guys would like to, be our breakfast sponsor and or afternoon sponsor, that would be great. I don't eat meat, so all vegetables is perfectly fine with me. Mike don't really eat vegetables. All meat is perfectly fine with him.
And I'll have whatever Mike doesn't eat.
You guys can definitely send us an inbox if you want to. Yeah, so we don't mind y'all donating to help somebody else get food, but at the same time, we starving.
Should we talk about that thing that we've been doing in the background? The fat guy.
You talking about Mike?
Gordito. Vato gordito. No, Mike's not fat. Mike's fit.
Fit. Never in my life has anyone ever uttered the words fit in description of me. So that was interesting. That's a first. That's a first in my life, Nick. Not just a first for the show. I'm fit. Hey everyone, I'm fit.
Hey Nick, it's okay to be a liar, but don't be like an obvious liar.
Mike's fit.
Nice hair, Eric.
Ooh,
nice hair,
shit.
Eric.
And that's the end of the show. It was nice talking to you, Nick.
Sing, sing, zoom, pump, wing, wing. You know what I mean? We gotta have all those sounds going on right
split
now.
meals? Lisa, I mean, you can get us both the same thing. I mean, you can get us both one meal. Mm-hmm. And if you want us to fight over it, that's fine. I mean,
it's just I'll lose. It's clear.
One of us is going to starve at the end of the day, though. So, Lisa, you can do that. We advise you not to. We prefer you just buy both meals. But if you want to do a split meal, we would be happy with that. Just if you can, try to get somebody else to buy the other meal, If you want to go half and then have somebody else go half, that'd be another good idea. JT said JT is still in the lead because his vet is here and commenting.
That's right.
Who's JT's vet? What's his name?
It might even be, that might be Lisa. I'm not sure. I think that was one of
Lisa, is it?
One of the people that he commented on. Amanda, I totally eat rice. In fact, I prefer I know this isn't right, but I'm not a huge fan of brown rice. It's okay. I like brown rice, but I like.
Do you know why he don't like brown rice versus
it's
white
got
rice?
Skin on it. It's like
You
tough.
know
Brown rice is
why?
bullshit.
You
Brown
know,
rice is bull. Brown rice is
Tell us why
punishment.
he
you
don't
know
like
why
brown
Mike don't like brown rice and like white rice. We understand. We get it. We get it.
Cause
Why?
Because
You gotta get over it, Mike. Obama
I
was
love-
president, Mike. You gotta get over it.
I love me some chocolate
Gotta get
rice. I
over it.
guess.
Madam C.J. Walker was the first man-made billionaire, and she was a female and black too. Come on, Mike. You gotta get over
it's
it.
okay, everybody. We get it. You know, Mike don't like the brown. Everybody got their preference.
Who am I pissing off?
Everybody got their preference. Because you know I love me some brown. Love me some brown rice. I love me
Just
some
not
brown
Bobby
rice.
Brown. You don't like Bobby.
I love white rice too. I like to mix them. You ever had mixed brown and white rice?
Put the duck sauce on the white rice.
Well, Vanessa, brown rice is supposed to be more healthy for you, and it has the. I don't think it's easier. I think it's tougher. It's got the skins thing. It's got the little husks stuff. That's why it's so tough to chew. I don't want brown rice. I
Vanessa,
want it to taste.
you right. Brown rice is easier to digest, baby.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Simply irresistible.
Yeah, boiled white rice only.
Yo, Eric, what's the craziest shit some chick's done? Like trying to get your attention.
What's the craziest thing a chick has done to get my attention? I mean, it doesn't take much to get my attention as a woman, if you're a woman, so it wasn't much. She just said hi, and I was like, oh, hey.
No, but
No, I don't. I've never had any like crazy, crazy women experiences. I've had some crazy experiences, but not like a crazy like stalker woman. No, I haven't. I've never had a stalker woman. No. Well, no, I'll take that back. I've had a couple, but it wasn't like really stalkerish. It was just like they couldn't get a hold of me, so they just kept trying. And so they go through my brother. My brother's kind of like the way to get to me sometimes.
when are we gonna do that?
It's supposed to be
race?
in a couple of days, but Beantown has generally gone silent. What? Hey, folks.
That is very interesting.
Thanks for bringing that up, Nick. Hey, folks who are watching the show right now, can you all, whoever you know, and where's Lady J today?
No, she commented. I think she commented on the post you reshared or shared.
She's probably watching on Non-Disrupt America. That's why we can't see her. Yeah, Lady J, if you've been commenting, we're sorry that we haven't seen you because.
Dang, Lisa, you got us on the big screen. Okay, girl.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, no, I was crunching just for Lady J. I was eating snacks just for her.
So if some people can, if you know any Beantown people, tag them in the comments, get them in here because we need to talk about Saturday. Somebody, he's not nervous. Remember, this is a 2 donut race. Yeah. But we need to.
Yeah. Amanda, how am I nervous and they the one that went silent? We promoted the race. They haven't promoted the race one time.
Why would they? They gonna lose, Eric.
Exactly.
Why would they? They gonna lose, Eric.
Exactly.
Why the hell would they want to promote the race? Why would they want to? I would not promote a chess game with me versus Bobby Fischer. Okay? Why would I want to promote? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to race Eric Martin, me, a man with 1 cane, 2 legs, and a serious problem.
Hey, you don't need to tag them. They. It's okay. You don't want to reignite that flame. It's going.
They're scared.
They're gonna get real.
We generally sort of feel like Beantown has. Oh, and by the way, Nick, when you lean back like that, you basically are almost not in the camera, so people are like. That's why Jason Trenholm was asking if you could please sit on some phone books so that you would be taller. Nobody wants you to be comfortable, Nick. That's all.
Heather Marie, I don't know why you were scared to meet me. I'm just like a regular person.
No, I feel you. No one wants me to be
My
comfortable.
dog is probably gets more attention than me. Excuse me, I had to burp.
Probably.
That's how you know we've been online so long. Y'all starting to see all our daily normal. Pretty soon we gonna be farting, lifting up legs. Y'all gonna be like, damn, this done turned into the we kicking it with y'all show now.
It's the real deal. Yo, I look like an ant from A Bug's Life with this whole like. I just seen the Disrupt America thing. We got 12
Damn,
people
only
watching.
12?
This is what happens when I
That's
come
cold.
on. It goes away.
I bet you half of them is people that don't like us.
Right?
And then look at watch. You gonna watch the numbers go down right as I say that. That means they realize we know.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's Adam. Yo, Adam.
Oh, Amanda, you love dogs? I'm a dog. Roof, roof.
So Adam, people in the comments were asking about the race on the 16th, which is in 4 days. So, Beantown has been strangely quiet about all that. And I did, by the way, just in case anyone wants to know, I did write to Adam, to Andrew and Keith, and was like, so what's going on with the 16th, and we should promote it. And they both looked at it and neither answered.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think we should still do it. You know. I know. I remember all the Beantown guys saying that they were all going to come and try to get in your way and try to get in your way.
No, they're not. Clearly. Clearly.
Go ahead, try some.
Yeah,
Go
Nick,
ahead.
they said, well, because, you know, they want to back up their boys, so they were saying that they...
Yeah, I'll back up my boy. Watch what happens.
Bro, the race ain't happening. Nobody, look at...
I'm handicapped.
Look at, nobody's going to show up for the race. If we talk about it and ain't nobody responding, how's the race still going to go on if the people that's in the race not even responding? I don't understand.
Then that's just an automatic win for you, homie.
Then that's just an automatic
It was an automatic win before that. What are you talking
That's
about?
just an automatic win.
What are you talking about? You just keep saying automatic win. It was one before that.
You just got it in the back.
It was never a time. It was never a point in time where I was gonna lose this race. It was never a point in time where it was questioned. It was never a point in time where this race was just not. It was. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, you guys know the outcome. It's not even.
You know what's really sad is there's 14 people in here, and Heather's the only one smashing hearts for Eric.
Nah, that's all good.
That's cool. Don't start be pressing hearts like other people, because then I won't know it's.
Only thing I know is when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna commit to something, and I say it on camera, I do it. That's just what I know. I wouldn't commit to something on camera and then not follow up with the conversations. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I feel about any situation at that. Even if I was just a liar and a cheater, which I am, which is why I don't do relationships. So why wouldn't you admit your faults? You know, it's the only way you gonna grow, right? You gonna grow as a human is if you admit your faults. You know, same way as y'all be messing with me when they be women and stuff, and we bring, you know, a woman on that I find attractive. You guys want to sit there and be like, oh, Eric's blushing and stuff. I admit to doing that stuff because as a man, you only can grow when you admit your faults or you admit your feelings. So for me as a man, multiple times before we even came up with the idea, I said, hey, let's not do this race because I'm a professional athlete. Well, I was a
If
professional
someone's gonna get
athlete,
fucked up.
and I'm really athletic. Like I'm
Now you're a
not.
big motherfucker.
I may walk slow. I may smoke a lot. I may, do things different than everybody else. But at the end of the day, once this car gets started, the V8s get roaring with the turbos. So,
Right. Because what you used to
and
do.
I'm just like an Audi. That's the reason why I like Audis, because I'm similar to them. It's like they're not a loud car. Like if an Audi was to drive by, you wouldn't hear it. If it drove by at night, you wouldn't hear it. But if you pull up next to it, or you in the car and you hitting the gas, you can hear it. You know what I mean? So it's just one of them things where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have to promote the race. I definitely don't have to promote the race because I am in the lead as of right now of the race. And I was always in the lead of the race.
Yeah.
So I don't have to promote it. I don't have to, as the champ, you don't have to do nothing. You sit back and you let the contenders talk they talk. And so that's what I did. And it's crazy because now it's like, it was crazy. They did what, 2 shows? They did 2 shows? Mm-hmm. And they was talking about the race. Huh. But it seemed like they haven't talked about the race since.
Well, they didn't have a show for Mother's Day. They took Mother's Day off. They did talk about it the last show that they had. But the next show that they were going to have after that is after the race. So the last show they had.
But then we've been sending them messages, updating them up on the race, like, hey, the 16th is around the corner. What's today?
Today's the 12th.
Oh, it's already double digits.
Yeah, we got 3 days. We got 3 days.
So the race is in 3 days. I haven't trained.
You weren't gonna though. I mean, if by training you mean
because that was the agreement.
I haven't done
no
anything,
training
honestly.
on your part, because that would be unfair.
I haven't done anything for this race, but yeah. So whenever they decide to respond, like, hey, let's race. I guess I'll be ready. I guess. I don't. Huh?
Mike, you ever race Eric?
Did Mike race
ever
me?
race
Nah,
you?
Mike never raced me.
Mike's not dumb enough to do that.
We would I'm not dumb enough.
Why would I do that? I mean, that's more like, hey, Eric, do you want to beat me really badly?
Yeah, that's like me
in athletics.
That's like me
do
challenging Mike to build a computer.
So if I get a new, I'm thinking about getting a new.
So if I get a new, I'm thinking about getting a new gaming device because I hear he's starting his own Twitch thing and stuff like that. So
I
do
do.
you play Call of Duty, Eric?
Are you on PlayStation?
That's right. You play?
Oh, yeah.
Are you on PlayStation?
Figure out my PlayStation.
Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, we
figure out
finna
my
play.
PlayStation stuff.
You know what? Someone told me.
Because I got an Xbox. You know what? Someone told
Nah,
me to
I don't
get
get
an
no
Xbox.
Xbox.
They said get Xbox so we can play games together, right? And guess what? That was 10 years ago. That dude ain't even in my life. And I haven't even played Xbox games with him fucking once. Ahan from Plattsburgh, New York. Naming names like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Look at me. Look what you started, Tekashi. Ahan.
Lisa in the comments says that Mike's not fit enough to beat Eric,
Hoover 2020.
which is true.
Who's talking shit?
A fan.
Who's talking shit?
A fan of Eric.
Okay. That's fine. As long as it's a fan.
Shit hits the fans. That's
Because when the shit hits the fans, that's when it really
Nick,
comes down.
I'm glad that you were hanging out with us today. We've missed you.
Oh, we missed you.
Oh,
we
yeah?
missed you. Hey, who's this we?
Yeah, Nick, we ain't seen you in a while, my brother.
What are you
So,
doing today? Yeah.
Nick, I think we're gonna ask Heather Marie Brown to pick who's today's winner is. I know she was keeping track.
What's the goods?
The goods today is
What's the
infused
goods?
jam, and the winner can choose either regular or infused. Either regular or keto.
Keto.
Yes, exactly.
Ketosis.
For those who are dieting on the keto diet, this is infused jam that is keto diet friendly, which is pretty awesome. maybe if people had put those,
Potentially
maybe
Oprah
if people
approved.
had, and so people are commenting about the echo. The reason why there's an echo is, I'm sorry. It's this computer. There's not much I can do about it. I'm sorry.
It ain't dude. All right, this the
My
bootleg
echo?
version. Get used to it. Shit happens.
It's. I think it's just really because
Hello,
Nick, because for us to hear you, you're coming out of the computer speaker right now,
What are you doing?
which then goes back into our microphone. So people, when you talk, they hear like a little bit of an echo, and it's my fault. So today's winner, and Heather Marie, I appreciate you just doing it. We didn't even need to. Heather Marie's all business. I like that. That's something that Scott maybe Scott will end up deciding that there's some good things. No, maybe there's some positive things that Heather will be doing. That Scott might decide, hey, is that something that I might like to.
Wow, that's Mike White. That's Mike's nice way of saying, Scott, you need to get ready because
Heather Marie's coming to town.
your boxes done been moved out, my brother.
Nick.
Dang, and she put the congratulations.
Outside.
Ooh, she's so thorough.
Dang, Scott, she
We gotta
way.
pin that. We gotta pin that one.
Dang, Scott, she doing way better than you, bro. She congratulating people. You ain't never show nobody no love as a winner. I'm just saying. I ain't never seen it.
Grace, no echo here.
Sharon Grace, no echo here. Okay, Sharon.
Okay. All right, now you gonna get Mike beat up. You get that belt. Cheryl ever whooped you? Sharon ever whooped you?
Yeah, there was once or twice where
Mike!
she made me go cut down my own switch to get beaten with.
She probably like, don't you talk
She
about
just let
that.
me go out in the backyard and cut down like a branch. She made me, and actually I brought in a branch because I was like, I'm gonna get a branch. It's not gonna hurt. She was like, you go back out and you get the.
Uh-oh, Sherry giving out all the goods. Somebody for the good. I don't know. They might be able to look back into this as some child neglect. I'm just saying.
No, actually, no, my parents never. I guess I was a pretty good kid. I only got. Usually it was my dad. There was just that one time. I don't even remember what it was, but there was something I did. And my mom. I was probably like 10, 11.
Shit, I got my ass whooped all the time.
She was really mad.
Look, you see the way I'm built now? This is built off of ass whoopings. This was built off of ass whoopings. This was.
But all kids probably deserve to get their butt whooped at some point or another.
Yeah.
All the kids do.
It's some that deserve it. It's some that need it. It's some that need both, one and need. And I'll tell you, I was that one. I had everything. I had every type of whooping that came. I had a whoopings with a Hot Wheels track. I never forget that one. Yeah, Hot Wheels racetrack. The orange ones. The bad part was it was half of the. So when you built the Hot Wheels racetrack back in them days, the loop was half and half. So like you get an orange half loop, and it was like the track was already bent, so it had that little that bam, that little that little kind of snap kind of feeling. So when you hold it, it had that natural arch like that, like a banana, and then when you whacked it, it kind of
That's perfect.
Yeah, it got me with the half loop a couple times, man. That was not the good weapon of choice. I didn't like that one. Yeah, I got a few. I had the metal hanger, the metal hangers that you get from the dry cleaning. Yeah, when you take your clothes to the dry cleaners and you get the little metal hangers that they put on. Yeah, them things is pretty brutal too. Got a few shin splits from them.
Yeah, so Jay, when I see you, I'm gonna give you both jams, and then you can mail one out to Amanda. Since I totally.
Sorry, Jay, you only get one.
No, that's really nice. So Jay decided, because he was already waiting on another jam that he had won, that he was going to give this one to Amanda, which was his vet that he had chosen, even though Amanda was already in here. But he chose Amanda as his vet.
Hold on, JT. Don't
So
be.
he's giving away today's jam to Amanda, which is
trying
cool.
to holler at Amanda now.
Jay, we're gonna get you both jams, and you can coordinate with Amanda. You can get that jam.
Hey, Jay, don't be coordinating with Amanda. You coordinate with me through her. I don't know what you trying to do, JT, but you hit me up and then I hit her up for you. How about that, JT? Trying to holler at my.
Stop fucking up.
Trying to holler at my
JT,
vet.
stop fucking up.
Stop fucking up, JT.
Stop fucking up, JT.
Stop fucking it up.
Stop fucking it
Hey,
up.
Nick, do you and normally Eric sings us out of the show, right? You've.
Well, that's my favorite part. Is the end.
For real?
That's my favorite
Okay.
part.
Let me.
Do
You
you wanna,
remember it?
Do you remember it? You want to do it with him?
I don't remember how.
Well, hold on. He'll
I
go
don't
over.
remember how
He'll go over
I'll
it.
just
So
do
it's
the harmony in the background.
What's the first
It's
line? It's the end of the show.
It's the end of the show.
It's the end of the
It's
show.
time for us to go.
Time for us to go.
We don't want to talk to y'all no more.
I don't want to talk to y'all no more.
I
And that's
don't
the
want
end
to
of the
talk to
show.
y'all no more.
All right, no, we're gonna do it.
And that's
Are you
the
ready?
end of the show.
All right.
Ready?
How does it go?
It's
Hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with the best shot.
It's the
Fire
end
away.
of the show.
End of the
You
show.
know what that means.
next line, Nick. Go ahead.
I have a brain injury and a concussion.
I don't
It's
I have a
the
brain
end
injury and a
of the
concussion.
show.
I'm not so
It's
You know what that means. It's we don't want to talk to you no more. Oh, cause it's time to go.
Talk to you no more.
Time to go. Peace.
Peace.
Funny, Nick.